Good day, YouTube. It is the 9th of October, 2024. Autumn's got an itch. Autumn's got an itch. Used to be a little bit different. I like old stuff. I collect a lot of stuff. I collect way too much stuff. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. But I like to take old stuff and kind of restore it a little bit or make it better. And there's just a couple kerosene cans because I collect an enormous amount of kerosene lamps and lanterns and things that I thought it'd be cool to maybe grab a few kerosene cans. Well, over the years, they all get painted. Hang on a second. Got to give Autumn some water. She's funny. And so anyway, I thought I'd collect a couple kerosene cans. I did this one, actually did a video on it. It's been a few months ago, I guess. And I got this one. We were at the flea market on Sunday, and this one was marked $15. I kind of picked it up, looked it over. It was, painted a couple, 3 times. And I thought, oh, it was kind of cool. I prefer this spout to this spout. So I did set it back down, but then the gal said, if you want that can, you can have it for $5. And I want it for $5. So anyway, I've stripped all the paint off of it, and I've sprayed it with Rust-Oleum Clear, just like I did this one. It used to have a label on it and stuff. Used to be cool, but I like this look way better than whatever kind of paint was on them. I'll show you something else. It might be difficult to see depending on the lighting, but hanging up there on that winch, because I don't have really good, that's a huge box. It's a toolbox. I know it looks like a little coffin or something, but it's a toolbox, and it was just very well made. It's probably 100 years old, and it's just all real wood. And I use it as a proofing box. It's got some electronics on it and small light bulbs in it as a heating device to maintain temperature for either maintaining your sourdough starters or raising sourdough bread or other breads. It would work fine for all of that. There's my sourdough starters because I got to feed them today, so I took them out of the fridge. Anyway, that box became that. We bought that box from a guy at a yard sale. We bought a lot of things from him. And then fast forward, my wife goes back there. It's been months ago now, but my wife ended up back there because they had another yard sale, and she bought one more item. She actually called me, and she goes, remember that guy up in North Albany that had that wood stuff you got that big box from? I go, yeah. Well, he's had a yard sale. My wife has stopped there. And there's this wooden toolbox. And I told her, I said, well, I'm not really interested. I don't have a use for it. And I accumulate a lot of stuff as it is. But she didn't take no for an answer, and she bought it anyway and brought it home. It's actually been sitting in my bedroom for months. I finally grabbed it up today because I had just finished fixing up that other kerosene can. And I have my furniture stripper and my little station set up there over there by the door. And it's convenient for me to work on some of this stuff while I'm waiting for people to come buy something. So I have all the time, I have 30, 40 ads on Marketplace selling stuff off, all my audio gear, scooters. It just always have, mowers or whatever. I always got stuff to sell. So I could sit right there. I could slide the door open, kind of keep an eye on what's going on outside. Autumn can come in and out as she wants. Hi, sweetie. And I can watch for someone to come down the driveway and deal with that sale. So I thought, well, since I'm all set up, this box I didn't want that my wife said I did want, this is an opportunity for me to let's refinish this box. It's beautiful wood, and it's all finger jointed, but it's painted over so you can't see it. And it's got a sheet metal liner that goes all the way around. The solid brass hinges are riveted. The latch, solid brass latch, is riveted. It's got a solid brass carry handle on the top. And I don't know what kind of wood this is. It's got a great odor to it. I'm not going to do anything with the inside. It's got some sort of blocks here for something, but oh, there were blocks on this side. I just noticed the imprint. So there was a tray that sit in there, but those blocks are missing. So I think we're gonna get into stripping this thing down. I was kind of in the mood. So I've said it before. I work on what I want to work on, and today I want to work on this. So I went home and got it, and just me and Autumn here today. It's just going to be a low-key day. I do have a guy coming maybe for the last scooter. I had 5 scooters to get rid of, and we're down to the last one. One left yesterday, and hopefully this one's going today. The guys had a rough time getting here. So I'm going to get into it. So what I'm going to use is this stripper, clean strip. There's a lot of other strippers out there. There's environmentally friendly strippers out there. I think this is one of them. Safer. It doesn't mean better. I like that stripper. So I got some gloves here. I'll put those on in a second. But I just got a little chip brush, and I put this stuff in a disposable paper bowl. And I can see, you know, it's got blue, and underneath the blue it's got white. So we're going to start laying the stripper on. I'm going to leave the hardware on. Obviously this stuff's riveted or whatever. So we're going to work around it. It's just the way that's going to be. I think we got a hutch from the same guy. We bought a lot of stuff. I had to go like here and get the trailer when we first found this guy. It was actually a couple years ago now that I think of it. I mean, it wasn't this summer. It was the summer before. So maybe a year and a few months kind of deal. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to lay this stripper on, and hopefully this paint comes off fairly easily. And then we're going to get sanders out once we get the paint all off of it and sand it down. Dig into the cracks and crevices. We'll try to polish up the hardware a little bit. Not going for, you know, brand new. This thing is not new. I don't mind leaving a little patina behind because it's a pretty good look. But I want to get the paint off of it, and I want to reveal all the finger joints. I think it's just going to be cool. So again, a toolbox that my wife found at a yard sale, called me. I told her I'm not interested. I don't really know what I would do with it, where I would keep it, and I didn't want to spend the time to fix or refinish or whatever. But she didn't take no for her answer. I guess I'm glad for that, because it is pretty darn cool. So let's get after it. I'll bring you back when I've made some real progress, because watching stripper work is not fun. Here we go. Alright, we're down to the last side, so I thought I'd bring you in for one side. This is probably hands down the toughest paint I've ever tried to strip. This is I've not scraped this off yet, but I've applied really good stripper. This is the third application, and it doesn't even bubble the paint. I'm scraping the heck out of it to get it this good. Okay, so I'll put you in a stand. I'll show you how difficult it is to scrape, and then tomorrow we should be able to sand on it as the stripper kind of evaporates out of the wood. Right now it will just plug up sandpaper. So in the stand you go. Alright, my dog's being a pain because the neighbor dog is out. I'm gonna have to yell at her. So Adam, but she won't go in. Quit it. Leave him alone. She keeps running at the fence. He's being a pain. So this is actually better than the other sides. Paint's coming off easier. Autumn, leave him alone, okay? He's a good boy. You're being a pain. Autumn, house. All right, get the idea. Okay, I'll finish this up. Well, here is progress. It's been hours of sanding, I'm not gonna lie. This is the front. I'll show you what it takes to sand that off. It is going to take a while, and quite a bit of sandpaper, but you know, the ends come out pretty good. You know, I really wanted to reveal the finger joints, the backside looking good. Maybe Autumn settle down a little bit. No, the neighbor's dog's back out. Autumn Bear. Yeah, I'll put you in a stand and I'll show you the front as we sand. Kind of go from there. I did take the solid brass handle off the top because it was wood screws, easy enough to come off, so it made it easier to sand. I can kind of refinish the handle sitting over there and polish it up a little bit. So here we go. Okay, I think I'm down to 220. I've used all the more coarse sandpaper I had. Time to go get some more. as you can see, it's going to be a minute. So I'll continue the odyssey of sanding. You know, the more rough it is, the more dings it's got in it, scratches and stuff. Yeah, the worse it is. We'll take it down what is reasonable, but you know, we're not making this perfect, especially the top. You know, again, the sides come out pretty good, but the top, you know, has the most damage from, you know, this thing's got to be pushing 100 years old. So yeah, it's gonna have some dings. It's gonna have patina, even though we're gonna give it a new finish. But we'll stain it dark. That'll help kind of hide things a little bit, and we'll give it a, I'm gonna give it a high gloss finish. So I'll finish sanding this thing, and we'll come back tomorrow. Put the finish on. Here we go. All right, been sanding on it all day long. It's almost 6:30. I was supposed to be home half hour ago, and I'm not, but it's ready. I want to put some stain on it so it's ready to finish tomorrow. So I'm just giving you a close-up here, and then we'll put some stain on it. Okay, hopefully it hides all the, well, hopefully it kind of blends some of the imperfections. So all right, I got stain handy. Oh, I'll show you what I'm using. I'm using this. This is a stain color I've used at Early American. I've used it on so much, including in the bus. So yeah, we'll run with that. It's kind of an oak kind of stain, and I don't know what kind of wood we're dealing with here. I don't know if this is an American build on this toolbox or what. Okay, I'll throw some gloves on, open this can, and let's get to getting. Okay. I stirred it with a stick. Stirred it with a stick. I bet this wood's a little bit on the thirsty side. It's really thirsty. Alright, let me do this for a little bit. Okay, I moved you inside. It's starting to get dark out there. So it's still wet, and I'm giving it kind of a final brush. Want to even it out. There's going to be dry areas of the wood and wet areas of the wood. And splatters on my arms. And then we're going to go through with a paper towel and wipe it off. What has soaked in has soaked in. What hasn't, hasn't. And we'll wipe that off. Pretty happy with the look. It's looking really good. I'm going to grab a paper towel while you watch. Stain dry. Watching stain dry. And this will be sure that it's even Steven. Things are falling. I'm kind of a high gloss guy. My wife is not. I just talked to her on the phone. She said, "Don't you put high gloss on that. You'll ruin it." She's probably right. Might have to stop at Lowe's on my way here tomorrow. Wow. Sweet. Alright. Best thing about gloves, you don't have to wash your hands before you grab a hold of the camera. Let me give you a close-up. Here we go. So that's the back side, obviously. The ends. The top. Remember how beat up it was? It sure helps kind of blend all that stuff in, you know what I mean? Front, it's beautiful. It really is a beautiful box. Well, what do you think? Okay. We'll get some clear on it tomorrow. It'll be awesome. Won't it? Yeehaw. Golly gee, look at that. Ash? I don't know. It's different wood than the top, I believe. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, boys and girls, it is the next day, and I've decided not to polish up the brass hardware. I prefer the patina that's on it. The handle is a different story because it's got paint on it and it's scratched up. I will clean up and sort of polish that top handle here, but this stuff I'm going to leave as is. That one's even got a little bend in it. I don't think I'm going to try to fix it because I don't want to damage it. The handle, however, yeah, it needs to be cleaned up, and I'll put some polish on it. It's kind of dinged, and we'll make it better. Brass screws and etc. So I took my wife's advice and stopped at the Lowe's and got a warm satin finish urethane. So let's get this party started. We'll get this finish going on. I'll show you a little bit and then I'll finish it up on my own. Bring you back when it's done. This is so hard to do one-handed. All right. Got a little drip there. These ends and stuff are really going to soak this up, so really got to focus on them. But this thing's going to look fantastic. It really, really is. But it's probably going to take, 4 or 5 coats to make it nice. So let me do this for a while today. I got a lot of the little things I'm going to do, but by the end of the day, this will be done. Here we go. There it is, boys and girls. It's done. Polished up that handle, put it on. We're calling it success. She's showing her patina, yet looking good. Beautiful wood. I brought it out in the sun hoping it would show a little better, but I'm not so sure. Look at that. Anybody recognize what that wood is? It's somewhere between it's a hardwood, like a oak and mahogany, but I don't think it's either one on its own. But I'd love to know. So we don't know if this is English or American or what it is, but it's cool. It's done. We're good to go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up on the way out. Watch some other videos. make your comment below. And I check comments absolutely every morning. I get back to everybody every day, guaranteed. So leave a comment about this video, any other video, or just say hi. I will catch you in the morning in the comments, and we'll see you on the next video.